Good evening, and welcome to our next episode of Cooking with Michael
and Candace.
We are back from Cancun, alive, and we did not go to prison.
We did not go to prison. I did not fall off of a horse. He did not get poisoned. We're good.
Life is good. So it was a great trip. Thank you all for, looks like a lot of you went back and checked out some of our old episodes, so thank you so much for doing that. Tonight, another great dinner. We're back and we're ready to roll. So tonight, but before we get started, we have to. We didn't get to do this last week because we were in Mexico. Yeah. But if you're in the Germantown, Maryland area and you're looking for the best prices and best selection of beer and wine and some other cool shit they got there, check out Andrew's, which is really
Chapel Beer and Wine in the Fox Chapel Shopping Center in Germantown, Maryland. And the shopping center is at the corner of 355 and Middlebrook Road.
That's right. We're starting to give directions now so we can make sure you get there.
Well, it's hard to see his shop off of the road.
All right. Check him out. That's right. Go tell Andrew that Mr. Mike
or Miss Candace
sent you. He'll take great care of you. We did send a picture from Mexico with a picture of Tecate saying, see, it's not the same though. But thank you, Andrew, for having us. Tonight it's a Pinot Grigio night. So here we are, making flash walleye. And why is it called flash walleye?
Because the walleye does this.
Like it! Totally unscripted. So anyway, it's called flash walleye.
It's called flash walleye because it is flash cooked.
Right.
You crank your heat, you crank your oven up to 500 degrees, and so that's the flash of it.
Right. So we're not boiling it, so this is actually baking. We've actually preheated our oven to 500 degrees so we can get this started. So real simple, you take half a stick of melted butter. You take some lemon pepper seasoning. I won't tell you the brand McCormick. Please sponsor us, #McCormick. Lemon pepper, and of course some dried basil leaves. And of course we're using the organic because
that's all they have.
That's right. So real simple, real easy. And of course we're using walleye, fresh walleye. We got it from our fishmonger.
Without the trench coat.
Without the trench coat. Now, you can get the walleye if you get them kind of right there. You can have them leave the skin on or take the skin off. Typically we like the skin on, but somebody here forgot to tell them to leave the skin on, so we're doing it without the skin. So doesn't really taste anything. The skin does add just a little bit of more flavor to it because it holds that oils in between the fish and the skin. But whatever. If you are going to have the skin on it, make sure when you put it in the dish, you put it skin side down.
Yeah.
So, all right. Real simple. We've already melted the butter. We're just going to pour right in our casserole dish. We're going to take our walleye, and we're just going to put our walleye right in. Once we have the walleye in there, we take our lemon pepper and just sprinkle it over. You can use zested lemon and some pepper, some coarse ground pepper if you like, but we're fucking lazy, as you know. So we're just going to use the already mixed stuff from McCormick, #McCormick, please sponsor us. Then we're going to take our basil leaves, dry basil, put it over top of it, and it's been 2 weeks since we've done this, so that's what it looks like. You can see walleye covered with lemon pepper and some basil. Put it in, preheated oven, 500 degrees. Set our timer for 5 minutes. We'll let it go, and in 5 minutes we'll take it out, see if it's opaque all the way through. If it takes a little longer, it really depends on the thickness of the fish.
And that looks pretty thick.
It looks pretty thick. So we'll take a look and see what it looks like. If it's opaque and flakes easily, it's done. If it's not, put it in for a couple more minutes. But we'll be right back and show you what it looks like when it's done. All right, we're back. It took a little longer than 5 minutes because our walleye was a little thicker than I expected. But that's why I always say don't walk away, just keep on.
Because sometimes they're like avocados. They're not done, they're not done, they're not done. They're done for a split second and then they're overdone.
Right. So let me show you what it looks like.
Fuck
it up. Fuck it up. All right. So that's walleye. Let's go ahead and cut this. Actually, what we want to do first is make sure that it's actually done. So you want to check to see the flakiness and then see if it's opaque in the middle. And you look at both pieces, and then you want to go to the thickest part of it, and it's done. So go ahead and we'll, now we're going to put this onto a little bed of, oops, fell apart a little bed of spinach.
Make it a little prettier.
A little prettier, a little tasty, but go ahead.
We made our bed a little bit too small.
We did. Now we made our bed, we got to lie in it. All right, so now we're going to taste it.
Yay!
Very good. So, as you can see real quick, real easy. The prep time takes a couple minutes. All it is just melting the butter and getting your seasonings ready. Preheating the oven. Putting your walleye in a casserole dish. Stick it in the oven. Start off at 5 minutes. The thinner the walleye, the quicker it takes. It should take about 5 minutes. If it's a little bit thicker in parts, it could take longer. Every 5 minutes, check it to see if it's opaque all the way through and flaky. If it is, it's done. Be careful not to overcook it, so don't walk away and think it'll take 15, 20 minutes because it may only take 5. So anyway, flash walleye, not the way Candace did it, but flash walleye. And a great date night dinner. Serve a little bit of wine, put it on top of some spinach, what have you, a little bit of bread, whatever you want to have as a side dish, and enjoy it. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for sticking with us after our week off in Cancun. We loved it. We needed the break, but we're back. So we'll be here every Saturday night, 8 p.m. If you haven't already, please click that little subscribe button underneath the video. We look forward to that, and of course, watch, share with everyone you know, everyone you like. People you work with, your family, people you hate. Hopefully that's not your family. But if it is, fuck
or people you work with.
Or people you work with.
It's gotta be one of the two.
Or just walking down the street and say, hey, I got a great walleye recipe for you. So check it out, share it, like it, love it, subscribe, and we'll see you Saturday night, every Saturday night on Cooking with Michael.
And Candace.
And Candace. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Fox Chapel.
Okay, try this again.
Because the walleye does this.
Like it! It's what happens in Mexico. I'm sorry, what happens in Mexico? That was fucking awesome. Totally unscripted. So anyway, I don't know if I can go on now.
You just picture a little fish walking up in a trench coat going, hey, baby.
Alright, so the real reason, actually that's a better reason, well fuck it.